How you doing, guys? I've been to Galapagos, and there's a big building on one of the islands there where we went, and it said the smart survive. And it's interesting because Darwin's always quoted as saying like only the strong survive, or that's a common saying, but it's not true, right? So in terms of intelligence, they mean adaptability, and you see this in jiu-jitsu all the time. So it's one of the most useful concepts that you can look at in jiu-jitsu, is your ability to be able to adapt. So if you go for a particular technique and it doesn't work, if you get upset about that and you're focused on the fact and you feel bad and you're blah 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 and you're worried about it, you're missing time for the next technique, and now you're going to be late on the next one and late on the next one. And so I talk to my white belts and all of my students from day one saying like, everything's going to fail, but what's going to go behind it? Yeah, so I think one of the misconceptions and possibly one of the reasons why a lot of white belts quit is they feel like the art is perfect, and if they're trying an arm bar and it's not working, then obviously they shouldn't be doing the art, like I'm hopeless, I can't do this. And it's not true. It just takes time, right? It just takes time to get better at the arm bar, how to set it up, all the little nuances and stuff like this. Also, there's two components to fighting. One is technique and the other one is strategy, right? So a perfect technique at the wrong time isn't going to yield the results that you want, because timing is very important. So if you think about playing chess, like I can move the pieces correctly around the board, but I couldn't be a grandmaster, or maybe I could, but unlikely. But the difference is strategy. Everybody knows how to move the pieces. So what makes a champion in chess or a grandmaster in chess, right? It's strategy. So I encourage all the white belts to become very technical, right? So to focus on technique, right? And then we start talking about how to combine the various techniques. So if you go to do an arm bar and the person pulls out, there's an opportunity for a triangle. If the person postures out of the triangle, then you've got another option. And so it's like boxing, yeah? Like there's one thing after another, after another, after another. Assuming that it's going to fail, right? Setting up as best as you can, but also with the mentality that you have to have something behind it. So when the person pulls out of the arm bar, what's your plan then? So that when it does happen, you immediately don't get upset about it. You just plan forwards and think forwards, you know? So the lesson that we learn on the mat, to be adaptable, to be able to have things behind things, to be able to have a plan for when things fail, comes out in the rest of your life at the moment. Like for me, for example, I wasn't planning on setting up my full-time gym for another 6 months, possibly another year. Things have changed dramatically, really quickly recently, and now immediately having to pivot and go into a full-time academy prematurely, right? So immediately I felt anxious, and I kind of excited as well, but like I'm like, oh, am I ready? Is this ready? Can we do this? Well, everything's kind of up in the air. But then my like jiu-jitsu brain starts switching on, and it says, hey, calm down. This is the way it's going to go. So let's plan forwards. Don't worry about what's gone. Don't worry about what's past. Don't worry about this, right? We're going forwards. This is the plan. So let's immediately plan forwards and do it right now. Let's start moving, right? So anyway, that's my little lesson from today, which is like, expect failure, be adaptable, always have something behind the other thing. Enjoy. Bye.